Today we're going to be giving the GR Corolla a crazy detail inside and out because this car really deserves it and needs the protection. Let's pull this thing outside and get this rolling. Just got all the wheels washed and these things are looking really good. If you guys know the GR Corolla platform, you guys will know the brake dust is insane on these pads. So I mean, literally when I start spraying these with the pressure washer, it literally just starts oozing out black because of how much brake dust is on here. And I probably washed this car maybe 3 weeks ago. And they were that bad. So now let's get this whole car foamed up and give this paint a nice good washing, and then we'll go right on to claying it. Alright, so just got the car fully hand washed, everything like that. Now we're going to move into the claying of this car. I'm just going to refoam the car and then just go over every panel with the clay bar and get all the contaminants off as well. Alright, so it looked like my camera died when I was clay barring and drying off the car. So I pretty much got the entire car clay barred, and this is actually one of the clay bars that I had. This car was actually pretty filthy really on the rear of the car for some reason. I'm not exactly sure why. The roof was decent and the hood was pretty bad, but the rest of the car wasn't as bad. But definitely, I mean, for 8,000 miles, this is actually pretty bad for a fairly new car that is pretty much kept in the garage, I would say 50-60% of the time. We're going to go and kind of just do a single stage paint correction just to kind of look for any swirls and get rid of anything that is like an eyesore and everything like that. I do want to go and finish cleaning the wheels, and I'm going to do a nice clay bar on the wheels as well. But yeah, so we got lots more to go, so let's keep on going. Now that I actually let the car dry for a whole day, and now that the car is pretty much dry, I'm going to be giving it a nice final finishing paint correction. The paint on this car is in pretty good condition, and I mean, there are some like surface scratches and stuff like that. I'm just going to kind of go over any surface scratches and everything like that. I think really the black is where I see most of the scratches, obviously, because black kind of shows scratches pretty badly. But so pretty much I just got some Griot's Garage complete compound, which is pretty much an all-around compound, and then I just have my cheap orbital polisher, so that way it's a little handheld one, battery operated. It actually works pretty well, so I wouldn't recommend it for professional, but as a DIY detailer of myself, this works perfect. So I'm nowhere near a perfect detailer or anything like that, or a professional detailer. I'm just more of a hobbyist, just kind of getting into this and making it as best as I can. So let's hop in. I'm gonna kind of start on the back, practice just a little bit, see what's going on, and then work my way around the car. So I'm gonna really start in a spot where you won't see it as bad if something does happen, but I'm using very light products, so nothing really should happen to this paint. So let's hop into this and start polishing up. Just did pretty much the whole rear side of the car, and the black actually looks really good now. There was quite a few swirls and stuff in the black, and there is some stuff from the license plate that actually scratched pretty good. I don't think there's really much I could get around that with, but definitely something to note if you're doing this on a GR Corolla is a 5-inch polishing is kind of big for a lot of this stuff. So like I'm not able to get into a lot of the cracks and crannies and all the other good stuff because it just won't fit. So I don't have anything smaller than this, but I know some detailers have like 1-inch or 2-inch polishing pads. That would probably be really good on this, but for me I don't. So I'm just going to get in as good as possible, and if I see any scratches and nooks and crannies, I'll try to go in there by hand and polish it out. So but there were a few scratches I noticed. I had one, it was somewhere over here. I got rid of most of it. It was actually kind of a deep scratch. I just kept kind of going back and forth over it until it finally vanished most of the way. And then there was one other little scratch over here that I got rid of. So, but all in all, the paint is in pretty good condition, but there are some surface scratches. But let's go ahead and just power through the rest of this car. I'm gonna start from here and just work my way around. Alright, so I pretty much just gave the entire car a good polish, so now everything is looking good. There really wasn't many bad spots on this car, obviously, because it's pretty new, but I think the blacks actually came out looking really good, because the blacks you can see a lot of those swirl marks, but the rest of the car looks amazing. I did notice a few spots on my car. Like, whoever owned this before me must have had rings, because there's a scratch here as well as a decent scratch right here. So it just shows you having these PPF applicators doesn't really do anything if they're not actually where it's hitting. But another spot I found was right here on the back bumper. There's like a whole paint chip. But other than that, the car is actually looking good. I am going to be focusing on one spot too real quick before I ceramic coat anything, which right here and right here. I guess when I had curved my wheel, I also hit my front splitter. So I'm gonna do a little wet sanding and then polish that up. And then we'll give this car a good wipe down with some isopropyl alcohol, and then we'll ceramic coat it. And the ceramic coat that I'm going with is, so the ceramic coating I'm gonna go with is some Avalon King. So they make some great products for ceramic coat, and I've been using them on my cars for the last couple of years, so I will be putting this on, and this stuff works wonders. But let's hop on, get that front lip looking perfect, and then wipe this car down. I got this about, say, 95%. There's still like a little bit of a scratch here and there, but you have to really look close. So this thing's looking good. So let's give this car a wipe down and put some ceramic coat on it. Alright, so just gave the car a wipe down with some isopropyl alcohol. I just did a 50-50 mix of just water and that isopropyl alcohol. And now I got the car pretty much to the point where I would eat off of any surface on this car, because this thing is looking better than it was brand new. So now that I got this, so let's get everything prepped and ready to do the Avalon King ceramic coat. This thing will get backed into the garage. That way it can sit and cure. Alright, so I got the applicator and I got the ceramic coat. Just going to pretty much do that. I'm going to start with the hood and work my way around.
One eternity later.
Got this thing all ceramic coated, backed in the garage. So I'm gonna let this sit for probably 2 to 3 days, if not a little more, because that's what they tell you to not let it get wet. Obviously I live in Florida, so it could probably rain in the next 10 minutes, or it might not rain for the next 2 weeks. So, but this paint actually looks slightly different color, honestly, like after putting this ceramic coat on. And the blacks are what actually pop the most. But definitely, this thing is looking brand new. But one thing that's really killing it is this horrible window tint. Let me know down below what you guys think of this tint, because I think it's almost killing it and not making it look as good. But it's just, I don't know, it just doesn't go good with this color, and I don't know. But if this video gets over 1,000 likes, I will get the windows tinted a nice black tint all around, because right now this green, yellow, and the blue just don't go good together. So
3 days later.
alright, so now that we got this whole exterior looking amazing, let's move on to the interior and get that thing looking brand new as well. So the interior isn't terrible, but it is definitely showing some signs of dirt, because I used this car. So let's get into this and vacuum it, and then just wipe down everything and protect it with a good interior cleaning. If you guys own a GR Corolla, what do you guys think of all the piano black? I really like it once it's clean, but after it's been touched once or twice, I don't like it at all. Alright, so interior is looking immaculate and brand new. So I cleaned everything with a nice leather cleaner. I know I should probably be using an Alcantara cleaner, but they're practically the same thing. But it's not like I needed to do much, but just do a light mist and then a quick wipe down. But everything else looks really good. The piano black looks really good. So now there's a few other little things that every detailer always misses if you're not a good detailer, and that is all along inside of all the door jambs, inside of the gas tank, and all along these door jambs as well. So I'm gonna go through, just do a quick run through, get everything looking perfect, and that will wrap everything up, and this car will be completely done in detail. Amazing. The blue color pops so much, but the tint I think is kind of ruining everything. But this is a very, very nice looking car. This car definitely cleans up really good. I know it only has about 8,500 miles or so, but it definitely cleans up good, looks really good, and just a really nice looking Toyota. So, but let me know down below what you guys think, if this is worth $1,000 or not. But this is just general pricing of what I see in the detailing world, giving something a one-stage polish with ceramic coat and a good interior exterior detail. But with all that being said, thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys are new, don't forget to smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you guys next time.